Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a super duper excited video because I am going to review this super exciting launch from Makeup Revolution, and this launch is in collaboration with Now Music. And just look at the packaging, guys. I don't know, it's like newly launched, but I don't think it's not yet launched in India. I don't think you will get this palettes in Nykaa or somewhere, but you can get this palette in Amazon. But I got this palette from the official Makeup Revolution site because I was a little bit scared of like buying it from somewhere else because it's not yet launched in India. So for that, and if you know that it's really launched in India or something, please let me know in the comment section below because I think it's not yet launched. And this eyeshadow palette retails for $10. Like, I bought this for 1200 rupees, which is in Indian currency. And just look at this packaging, guys, so stunning. So I am going to open up this eyeshadow palette. This is their 80s eyeshadow palette that I brought for the review. But they have two more eyeshadow palettes, which is their 90s eyeshadow palette, and another one is their like 2000s eyeshadow palette. So like this is more like you can see on the back here, this is more of a kind of neon and pop of colors and everything in this eyeshadow palette. And the 90s eyeshadow palette are like more neutral, cool toned eyeshadow palette with pinks and yellows, and 2000s is also like more neutral eyeshadow palette, like with some yellows and pinks and reds. But this is my favorite because I can create so many looks with you with this eyeshadow palette and show it to you guys, because this has a lot of pop of color like blue and green and red and yellow and all sort of purples and stuff like that, and I'm really excited. So let's open this up. You will get this eyeshadow palette like this. Now you will also get a full-size mirror, which is quite amazing. You will get a full-size mirror which looks like this. Oh my god, getting an eyeshadow palette with full-size mirror is like so stunning. I think Makeup Revolution is such a brand which actually puts a full-size mirror with their eyeshadow palettes, and not all of them but few of them really contains big mirrors. Whenever you open this palette up, these are the colors that you really see in this palette, and this palette comes with a full-size mirror like this. Oh my god, like I think Makeup Revolution is such a brand which actually gives you full-size mirror with their eyeshadow palettes. Like, it's worth the money, I think. And like, not all eyeshadow palettes from Makeup Revolution, but few of them contain a full-size mirror, which is so worth it because you are giving 1200 rupees and you are not getting a full-size mirror, because as you all know, Makeup Revolution is a drugstore brand. Still, it's like a bit expensive, like more like few products in Makeup Revolution is a bit expensive, but rather than that, it's a cruelty-free brand. It sells drugstore product and it's so amazing. But as I said, that talking about this eyeshadow palette, it's like the eyeshadows in this palette comes in this form, like equilibrium form, and I just quite like this. It's so interesting. Like, you will get they have some name. You will get your Let's Dance here, then you have New Romantics here, then you have Electric here, and then you have Wild Frontiers here, and then you have Throwback, like green throwback, and you have your neons here. So this palette, actually I'm going to show you guys the swatches. This palette contains more mattes and shimmers and like creamy colors as well. So you will get more variant color. Like, this is not a palette that you will get only like the only matte colors you are getting, or this is a palette like you are getting only shimmery products and you have 2 or 3 mattes or something. It's not like that. It's like a palette which contains a lot of matte shades and a lot of shimmery shades as well as creamy shades. And this palette contains 27 colors inside, which is like 0.5 grams each. So that's quite good. Let's go back to the swatch. Okay, so this was the whole swatch of this eyeshadow palette, the whole colors, all 27 colors. And now I am going to quickly do a eye makeup look, because sometimes when you are swatching it on your hand, it is showing up more pigmented rather than when you're using it on your eyelid, it's not showing up that pigment. So I'm going to use it, and then today I am going to use my brushes, blending brushes, and these are from Amazon. These are quite good and really cheap. So I'm going to use them, and I'm going to do a eye makeup look quickly. So yeah, let's begin. Okay, so starting off with my eye makeup look, first I am using the lightest pink shade in the palette, as you can see, as my transition color, and washing it all throughout my eyelid. Then I took the pink more intensely, like to get a deeper and darker shade of that pink, like to make that pink more intense all over my eyelid. And whenever I use that, like that pink shade, I cannot see any kind of fallouts, like until so far so good. And after that, I'm using this Miss Clear pot concealer to just cut out my crease, and I'm gonna use another shadow over there. And then I just mix that orange shade and a lighter pink shade, and I'm just smudging out the edges where I cut out my crease, that concealer, I'm just smudging out the edges. And then I took that white shade and that grey purple shade and mixed them together, and it was looking so beautiful all over my eyelid. So yeah. And I took that deeper red shade and that lighter pink shade, and I'm just mixing it all over my lower lash line. And here's the complete look. I was just so loving the eyeshadow. They are so creamy and easily blendable. There was no fallout at all. Okay, so yeah, this is how my makeup turned out. I know I went too glam with my eye makeup look, but I'm just loving how it turned out. And I will just go and just quickly finish off with my rest of my face with my blush, highlighter and lip shade, and yeah, I will be right back. My whole makeup look is complete now, and I went with overlining my lips with some lip liner and with some lip gloss, because somewhere I wanted to give a 80s or 90s vibe a little much, so I went with that. And if you ask me, if you want to ask me like what do you think about this eyeshadow palette, I will always recommend this eyeshadow palette to you guys who are always on colorful eye makeup looks, like you really want some colors, and yet this eyeshadow palette contains some neutral shade also. So I will always recommend this eyeshadow palette to you guys who are always in greens, reds and blues and neon colors and making a beautiful colorful eyeshadow and eye makeup look. So I will recommend them. And rather than that, when I swatched like few shades, like 1 or 2 shades are there, when I swatched it on my hand, they were like quite pigmented, but when I used on my eyelid, they were not so much pigmented, because especially the pink one. So I will say that rather than that, I just love this eyeshadow palette and the idea behind it. These eyeshadow palettes are so adorable. And yeah, this are the final review and my final thoughts on this eyeshadow palette, and I will totally recommend them. All the links that all the products that I used in this video, all the links in the description box below. Make sure to check that out. And yeah, I will catch you guys on my next video.